Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes. Why are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set? My arms are stretched, but I can't reach. A far cry from it, hurts in my grasp, but as soon as I grab squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plumbed. Now the sky's blackening. I know the marks high butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter what bars I come with, on a hard griping, that's a hard fight getting to swallow. So I scrap these as pressure increases like khakis. I feel the ice cracking, 'cause I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes. 'Cause
Yeah. Oh, wow. I got the baby in. I had to use my right hand. I'm a right-handed person. She's laying in the cuddle, the safe haven, cuddly part of grandma's arm, the left side. And she's so big and long, her feet are dangling a little bit off of my thigh. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Nothing in the world. Nothing in the world like having children and having your children have children. You know, when you're a mother and you carry life in your body for 9 months, that's the closest, like they say, you ever be to death, close to death. There's a thin line between when you're giving birth and death, because life is coming forth, but also you can die. And you both can, 2 birds with 1 stone can go out at the same time, and maybe one survive. And there's a lot of cases of that. Their mother, they never knew their mother because they were just newborns and their mother passed away because she hemorrhaged or whatever went wrong. But the blessing is that the baby's still alive and the baby is blessed enough to be in, people's hands that don't mean them. They mean them good, but don't mean them no harm or molest them or beat them or verbally abuse them. But I love that Eminem wrote it. I think he wrote it, but I know it's his song, but he got it with Beyonce. I don't walk on water, but I am no Jesus. Only when she only walks on water when it freezes. It's a real true statement, very deep, vast statement, especially for a deep thinker like me. I also understand some things, but it's not meant for me to understand because I already knew. It's like, Donna, you already knew this, so why are you acting like it's so brand new to you? That's just how the ball bounces, and that's the way it's going to always bounce until these people are taken up out of here off of this earthly realm and sent to another dimension that they can't fuck with another person. And the dimension they go to may be some people might say satanic, demonic, but I know it's very, very dark. And it lasts for eternity. I bring it up a lot. The movie Hellraiser is a 1, 2, or 3, but show people going through the same thing over and over. If all your skin burn off, it comes back and you got to do this all over again. And it happens over and over and over and over. And by you not being in your physical body, you can't have a nervous breakdown, but you could be in torment and agony. And I can send you there too. If you got a death wish, come to me. But I will be for real. And this is for real. I got 2 things I got to make good of. This PayPal donation and getting this other phone. I'm going to drop a number because it's something I feel like somebody wants to tell me something. And they're not really trusting Google. But they do trust me, but it's something they want to tell me. And it's not going to be a lie. And it's a man. I don't know who it is. I just see a man in his 30s. He's a black man at that. He knows what's going on. He knows who he is. And I think people know him by his thumbnail. Because I heard some names getting called out in LA's room, and he's saying hello to certain people. I said, I don't see him, because I'm like, that's one of the guys that stood in the gap and made up the hedge for you that day, that never knew you. He got called all kind of faggots because he talks very articulate and enunciates his words correctly. It's his upbringing. He can't help that he doesn't speak broken English, being where he's from and how he was brought up into, pronounce his words correctly. There's nothing wrong with broken English and just saying it down south stuff. You know what I'm saying? You go in the store, they sell it now. They call it South meat. Well, back where I'm from, they call it hog head cheese. You buy that gelatin, not the kind that's flavored, but you take a whole hog's head, chop it into fine pieces, you boil it, chop it into fine pieces, and then it sets like a gelatin mold. And you got you a big square hunk of nothing but pig brains. Tell me it ain't good, especially on crackers. It is, isn't it? But evidently you put me up on a pedestal and thought I was your Jesus. I'm not your Savior. I'm not your Jesus. Never have been, never was. So that I don't understand why you called me on Google Plus, and then when you didn't get an answer, you text me. But at least you told me who you were, because I just happened to look at it. Holding my daughter. Listen to me, I said daughter. I'm so territorial, I call her, okay, daughter. Granddaughter, though. She is my daughter. I can't use harsh words. She done fell asleep. She had a couple of spoonfuls of sweet potato. I'm not trying to make her fat, but I wrapped it up in some saran wrap. It won't go get spoiled. My refrigerator's so turned up on so high. I'll just have to take it and rewarm it. But I wouldn't rewarm it a second and a third time just to make sure she eats this huge. That's why I told my husband when he go to the store, stop buying those huge sweet potatoes unless you're buying it for us or I'm making a sweet potato pie. Get the regular size. Because little mama can deal with that. She may not eat. She may just eat a half. But then later on she can have it with lunch. Even with the foods that I choose to use the baby food processor for. But you people are amazing and not in a good way. And a lot of people say, well, why are you doing this, Donna? Or why are you doing that? Because there's always going to be a method to my madness. But see, I give a person like so many chances when they disrespect me. And when you go beyond that boundary, I do realize from hearing from numerous of people that, yeah, that's how you act. And the only difference between me and them, it wasn't anything other than that we talked about. You could not stand to see that you could talk to a person without them talking a certain way to you. It was strictly business. I let that slide. I don't even count it as one of the things, or two of the things, or the third strike. But you sit back and think about it. Ain't nobody about to do nothing to you, nothing like that. I can sit from afar. But know this. You're almost like that delusional bumzilla. She's very delusional. She's out of her mind. She lives in her mind. And she is a legend in her own mind. Now, there are some men that I'll say, dude, think he's an action-packed superhero. He's a legend in his own mind. But the man has good sense. They talk with good sense and intelligence. I'm not saying I'm a psychologist that can identify, but there's some things you can just tell about looking and watching and observing. And especially if I'm in your presence in person, I can look you right in your eyes. And you could be so intimidated, you look down. But if you really knew me from a little girl and you grown, and you run into me, especially when I was in my 30s, Like I told my sister, so-and-so is using cocaine. Oh, you just saying that he got a good job working for the city. He wasn't tweaking. He wasn't acting nervous. He wasn't sniffing. I just saw the word cocaine. And everybody's gift is different. I see black letters across people's foreheads, even on pictures. I even see death coming soon to a theater near you. I see penitentiary time. I see jealousy. I see hatred. I see I hear what they say about me without reading a screenshot or looking at a live stream. But so many people send me stuff if I couldn't hear. I can hear me being discussed. And it would freak, you know what? But it was only those two people discussing me. And it's been some males that did it. And I'm telling you, it wasn't in a good way. And that's way before the world star hip hop. It was giving me the go ahead to get out. But hard head makes a soft behind. But what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. I'm going to make sure I instill these things into my grandchildren, that they can remember that grandma taught them this because of her life experiences. And this one I'm holding in my arms, I know for a fact, she's going to be just like me, her father, and my mother, and wherever my mother got her gifting from. Yep, she's very gifted. But I don't want to talk too loud, but I'm hoarse, but she's good in sleep. Got her diaper changed. Had a little surprise waiting for me. Glad it wasn't a mushy surprise change, because I cleaned this very thoroughly with the Huggy wipes. And then made some soapy water and cleanser, and then took another washcloth with nothing but clear water and wrung it out and just wiped off in case I left any soap residue. And then oiled her bottom up with Vaseline and put her back into a diaper, not in the same one. Because, she's still teething. And everybody that knows, but, some teeth came in that we didn't even know it came in. She opened her mouth and said, oh my gosh, she got some more teeth. They said they were saving that as a surprise for me. I said, well, I'm not trying to be funny, sweetie, but her father had all of his teeth at 8 months. But people develop at different levels. But just go ahead go somewhere with your evil self. You'll never be able to feed off of my energy ever again. I refuse to let you in my realm, in my world. I don't need you. And you have never been the center of my universe. And to tell you the truth, you don't even look that hot. If I was to be gay, I'd have more taste than that. Unless I was somebody stuck up and had money to spend on the first and third on tricks and stuff just to make me feel like a man and trick off with certain individuals other than that. But I think you're too dumb to turn the tricks. I think you give it away for free. If you're going to do it right. Get paid for it. A hoe is a garden tool, but a whore get paid. And a real good whore gets laid and can get that man laid by herself. That he wants repeat performances. And he's always going in his pocket. And anything you need and want, you'll pay for it. Because wifey poo don't shut down the sex department. Or he's a bachelor. Or his girlfriend pregnant, she don't want to give him none. But to always remain protected. Just reading some things. And listening to some things. Not from earlier today, because it's a new day. Today is Monday. It's raining outside too. I don't know about what your neck of the woods, especially if you live in Michigan. Is it raining where you at? I'm at a loss for words right now. And plus, I can't really go in like I want to because I'm holding Fat Mama. And she's asleep. But shit, she might wake up startled if I raise and elevate my voice. And that's why I had to tell her parents, never have it so quiet that your child, if somebody walk across the floor, they can't sleep, or you'll never get a moment's of peace, or be able to go in there and cook dinner, or wash your body, or wash your hair, or just lay back and chill, or go to take a nap with them. Unless somebody ring the doorbell and bang on your door real hard, which pisses me off from Jehovah's Witnesses on a Saturday. Rain, sleet, or snow, old folks out there slipping and sliding, gliding. What can I leave this? No, you can't leave nothing. I'm not opening the door. I don't buy into that. Please don't come back again. And I'm not going to put a sign out there that says, I know people that got signs up, no Jehovah's Witnesses welcome. Because a lot of people, that's the only time they get to sleep. They work from Monday through Friday. And a lot of them have woke up my husband. And I don't appreciate that. When he's sleeping in, then he can't go back to sleep. And he's been working hard all week. Basically, you're trying to force what you believe down another person's belief system, forcing something down their throat. Like your grandma and your mama pinch your nose and give you castor oil. But, sweetie, you don't have too much long to live. And that's all I wanted to say to you. You really don't. And guess what? I'm too honorary to pray for you. I refuse to. You brought it on yourself. But if you got ears to hear and you're wise, think, what do we call it when you have water around the heart? You can go into renal is stemming from your kidneys, renal failure. You can go into heart failure, but you don't have to die if they catch it quick. They'll run some Lasix through your IV, and it'll take off every bit of water off of you. And you'll be surprised how much water, if you're drinking pop every day for the last 20, 30 years, a lot of that is water and the salt and the stuff that you eat. The reason why you're so bloated, that Lasix will take it off of you. So be careful with that salt, people, and drinking soda and pop. It ain't good for you. It really isn't. You will do better drinking some sugary Kool-Aid. Or going to the health store. They got substitutes for sugar, or the person is knowledgeable behind the counter because they own it, and they can tell you, like, what can I do better for my children to be healthy and to mix with Kool-Aid? They got some stuff for you, and it's all natural and it's all good, and you don't taste it different, and it's not aspartame. No, it's not that they put in the little drink mix sticks. They said it caused cancer. Well, before my husband was using it, he caught cancer, so go figure. But I know what his was about because of the fumes in the factory, in the paint department, and they have masks, but they did not enforce them to wear masks. You feel me? Feel where I'm coming? That's all I'll say. But thank you, like Jimmy Kimmel say, when he write out his thank you notes that are very funny. Thank you, President Trump, for blah, blah, blah. Thank you to the so-and-so people. It's just funny. I love his delivery. I love the man. He's funny. The man can dance. He know every dance there is. I love the way his show, it can last for an hour and a half or whatever, how long. But you want more and more. And thank God for internet. You can watch it. But I love reading Jimmy Kimmel's celebrities reading tweets off of Twitter. But young lady, get yourself together and get your mind off of me. Because Donna not playing no more. She really don't play no more. And see, what I was allowing you to do, I was playing with you. When I say playing, well, you overlooked that. Because I saw into your childhood. You really was messed up. And it's not your fault. It never really is our fault. But you really need to get it together, sweetheart. For real. You worried about this, worried about that. Kind of makes me wonder, like those little stupid things, the same subject she speak on every week, every month, the rest of her life. When you come from a narcissistic parent, when you have a narcissism, it can this and that. Bitch, you are when they, in the dictionary, see, you demon. And she didn't flinch because she's sleepy. But I hope it didn't go in her psyche. I bind up that spirit of profanity not to even enter into her psyche, the word that I just spoke. And I'm laying my head on her forehead. I pray that it did not go into her psyche, that it'll come out. And she don't even know what she's saying because she just happened to say it. Because my son doesn't cuss anymore and his wife don't cuss. And if they have an argument, they don't argue in front of her. So the reason why I keep getting quiet is a lot of things I'm seeing and I'm thinking about. But I know you don't have no power. You never did. Oh, when I give out this number tomorrow, I'm going to keep on giving it out. I'm going to give it out on my, I'm going to give it out in a certain place you can't help but to see it. And all throughout the YouTube land. If you would like a free tarot card reading, come to your girl. Come to your girl. Now, I'm not advanced into which cards stand for what zodiac sign, but I'm quite sure I can get on the internet and find out, this, and write it down and say, if this is the Ten of Pentacles, reversed or upside, or the right side up, that means, this or that. And it's usually, because some of the cards, it shows, it even speaks of people. That card may be a person with blonde hair and blue eyes, somebody with dark hair, brown eyes, a conceitful, a backstabbing, two-faced, not to be trusted individual, especially a man. But what I read on this man, he going through it right now. That man don't sleep. It ain't that he hustling so hard he can't sleep. He been robbed of it. I'm getting sleepy now. But I just had to come up here and say it. And I ain't worried about this ringer because the ringer can stay off. But the number that people gave out, somebody texted me, said that I gave them that number, and they met me out, and they thought that's only as far as they could go. Then something wrong with your hookup. But just know, a lot of people aren't stupid. But when I heard about your weaknesses and your flaws, it blew me away. I said, not that person. The way they come across? Nah. You couldn't possibly be telling me the truth. So when it's an exterior you have built upon to protect your emotions. And when the people that are just being mean or wicked towards you, bingo, they got you. Now that they know your weakness, they're going to always talk crazy to you. Because you gave them your weakness. You showed them your weakness. Yeah. And I know your weakness now. Yeah. So I'm saving that on my bucket list. Things to do, people to do, before you leave off of this big social media site, YouTube. There's some things I gotta see get confirmed for me to say that's what I'm talking about. Or it did take root. It took root. And nobody, I don't care where they go, can get it off of them. You can't do me. You can't do what I put on. You feel me? So, you guys have a wonderful Monday. It's raining. And it shouldn't shock me. It wasn't thundering or lightning, but she was walking around in her room, or her room here. But I am in the market for a toddler bed. I'm not going to get no used toddler bed. But I looked and priced some nice toddler beds. But the way the room would be set up, it's like a twin bed, but it'll be enough room for all three of the beds. For all three, because it's going to come a time when Fat Mama going to stop being so damn jealous. Oops. Dango jealous. And enjoy her cousins. And being like a big sister cousin. And not being jealous that she got to share her grandmother. And I asked her, does she act that way toward your mother? She said no. And I know that woman doesn't mistreat her. She loves her. She got a lot of grandkids and great-grandkids. She's up in her 60s, almost 70. It's nothing new for her. But she still loves them all the same. And we both agree we'll even touch base. If she come from your house and you couldn't keep her for so many days and I take up the rest of the day slack, it's like you report, like if you changing shifts. Well, she just ate 4 hours ago. So, okay. And I burped her, blah, blah, blah. Her diaper has just been changed. But you can check it if you like. I mean, that's how we get out. And hug each other and say bye. Because we got our children's back. But, it's a very, very sad situation that's about to happen. But I just hope they know that they did bring it on themselves. Bumzilla, I wouldn't count on her to even think she thinks she's normal and right in what she's doing, and she has a right to feel the way she does. Not really. She's just a crazy woman. Crazier than a Betsy bug. Crazier than a road lizard. And that is crazy. So she like to go, hey, y'all. So here's what it is. And I do know some people in Kansas, they do sound. They do have a little sound, a little twang. But hers is more twangy, twang, twang, twang. And then you go to viewing the people that she's mimicked. And some of these chicks wouldn't give you the time of the day. And what I find out, a lot of these chicks in the witch community stick together. They don't like you. They do not like you. They don't like you. And you ain't on here for life, but I'm telling you, you were once involved with these people. But they don't like you. You even cause confusion that another person had to. Because in other words, hey, you better check that. And I don't even know how it went down. But I can imagine somebody saying, you better check that. Isn't that one of yours? Because they came over here talking like this. Or when you invited me, this and that, who was that person rearing up against me? Well, we all supposed to be on one accord and in there for what we supposed to do. And I ain't never been in there. I'm just saying, you need to just give up that ghost. Do the right thing for once in your life. Give up the ghost. Let the children be happy. Because I guarantee you, they're not going to miss you. And I'm not harping on you. But to that other person, baby, I'm the least of your worries. Just because you are worried about people getting you first, I never set out to get anybody first or second. I don't have that kind of mind frame. But I'm going to look up later on a day. I'm taking my granddaughter to the library and check out some books that I can read to her and let her learn. She got baby books, the little cardboard books, and you can take shapes out and put them in like a puzzle. But she loves for me to read to her. And I read to her in a certain tone, and it just lulls her to sleep. Her eyes get heavier and heavier. And at first she's happy. She's sitting up pointing and grinning and looking at me like, don't you see? Look, look, look. Yeah, that's a doggy. That's called a giraffe. And then she take the piece out. And I said, no, where do you put it? Where do you put the giraffe back? Because I already done took all the pieces out the book. And I would look and say, and she knows. She may not get them all right, but out of the 12 pieces in that book, she gets 9 right every time on point. Because she's identifying and learning and it's stimulating her brain the different shapes. If it's a giraffe, it has a longer longer neck. And if it's an octopus, it has 8 legs or 8 tentacles. If it's a chicken, it's shaped like a chicken. But I make her repeat. I said, say chicken, chicken. She's talking. But me and grandbaby about to go in this guest room and go to sleep. Get up under that warm comforter. Turn the heat up just a wee bit. Put in a couple of her DVDs. If I walk her in there and she wake up, I'll play the DVDs. If not, I got a feeling if I put her down put her in the bed very lightly, because she's not a light sleeper like me. She didn't hear that. But lay her down really lightly. Put those other two, take off some of that stuff off my, the comforter. And, but I got a multi-purpose comforter. It's lamb. But, matter of fact, it's in the catch-all room, but it's not dirty. But, just some things it's for decoration, really. But you can sleep up under it. But, when she's learning how to use her bottle to squirt at you with it and laugh and fall out, then we got a problem. You got juice all up against the wall or on this and that. Because she done found out she can squeeze her bottle and make stuff come out of it. So you don't want no more juice. You're going to squeeze the rest out. And that's hee, ha, ha, ha. That is not funny. But it is. Sometimes my mom let her know what's funny to me. And be cracking up on the inside. I said, why you do that? Pretty girls don't act like that. Good girls don't do it either. Stop that. But you know what? She loves to clean it up. I say, here, I'll give her like 1 sheet of paper towel. Now, I done got the majority of it up. Be some red juice. I said, and then she watches me because she want to do everything I do. So I'll let her, and she overdoes it. It might be one little speck. And then she'll say, point like, see? She can say see now. Oh, you did such a good job. But then she take her bottle, and if it's some more, she do it again. I'd be like, oh, girl, you getting too far. Let me take this bottle and empty it out, because you don't want no more of this juice. And thank God it's not milk. She'll have it out of carpet smelling sour. The point is, I love my fake grandbaby. Just make sure you take care of your children. And hopefully you live to see grandchildren, but I highly doubt it. You cut your time short. You put your mouth on me. And what you're not going to do and what you're going to learn to do. You're going to get a quickening in your spirit of conviction. And it's going to frighten you that you will not even think upon me. I don't have a problem with folks talking about me. But an imaginary made-up thing of you don't like me, you are a liar. You're a big liar. And your time is just about up. On here and in this realm that you live in, this matrix. Your time is just about up. So have fun. And it wasn't nice knowing you. Bye-bye.